Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Edmonton, not of the Edmonton, of the Buffalo Sabres. Jeez, clearly I couldn't tell. So I went to record the beginning of this episode, and then the recording seemed to go through, so I thought I'd just restart it. So essentially, we gave up Michael Frolik and a fifth-round draft pick for Wayne Simmonds of Detroit. I just feel there's no other deals we could really make without giving up too many picks. The only issue with the Simmonds deal is they had $13 million in cap space, and Frolik was on an expiring contract. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but they didn't want to take the contract because they thought they were wasting their money. They were probably going to have about $11 million spent on a team that's not going to the playoffs. They had a better chance of getting the first overall draft pick. So, they said no to the deal, so I had to retain $650,000, and they finally said yes. So my question to you guys is, have you ever seen a team say no on an expiring deal when they're got millions of cap space for an expiring deal? So let me know what you think about this trade right here. The other move I made was I called up Taylor Lear from Rochester. He grew to an 80, so I thought, you know what, let's bring him up, see what he's got. He has played in the NHL before, so I thought this would have been his first game. He's got 7 points in 49, I'm bad at math, 55 games, I think. Yeah, 55 games in the NHL. So let's see if he can do something for us for a playoff run. I also moved Alex Nylander up. He grew to an 81. Then on the penalty kill, or power play, sorry, we put Simmonds on the first just so he could be the guy that stands in front, so we could get some more opportunities on the power play to get some goals. As I was mentioning in the previous recording, I'm still not feeling the greatest. My throat's still scratchy. Essentially, last night at work, I lost my voice with an hour and a half left. So you try being me. You try doing that where you have to get someone else to do your work and they don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Kind of sucks. Kind of doesn't. So I'm just going to do the basic highlights. No commentary over it. But I promise for if we make the playoffs, I will do commentary 100%. And even next season, I'm considering just doing all that just to get back in the flow. But we're going to get into the Toronto. And if you just take a look, sorry guys, right there. 19-33-11 Detroit is. And they didn't want to spend an extra $2 million. That's just me, though. So sit back, enjoy. Let's see how Simmonds and Lear do in their Buffalo Sabres debut. I will see you guys after the game.
Pitching this one to Riley. Puck is thrown to Matthews. Shoots. Score! Thought the goalies were going to be perfect. They were till now. Off work. Shoots. Score! And this one is tied. That was a major league collision. One-timer. Puck Rickard. Score! It's the 50th of his career.
50 career goals in this league. No small feat for this player. He's hoping for a lot more, and so is the fan base.
2-on-1. In the slot. Score! And the game is even. Picked up by the defense. Forks it to Boyle. He scores! In the game, that's a smart play. Inside the final minute of regulation, this should be a wild finish. And they've got it again. And he gains the zone. He throws it there. Score! Not much time left, but this one is tied.
The speed of the shooter really was key in that save, Doc.
Score!
Alright guys, welcome back. Obviously not the result we wanted. To sum up that game, just to tell you, Toronto wanted that game more than we did. We were very, what's the word I could use the best to describe that? I think the best word to describe that game, we played soft. Toronto was going to every puck. They got more outshot us. And of course it took till round 6 for us to get a shootout winner. But nonetheless, like I said, Toronto deserved to win that one. We didn't. We came back late though after they scored a late one, and it was Reeves that had that awkward one on their penalty kill. But we should be pressing more. This team knows that that's playoff team. They won the cup last year. I don't know what else to say about that game. Wayne Simmons, speaking of him, he's glad to join the team, and he said that also after the game. I know I just simmed a game, but he said that after the game, saying how crazy the day that was for him. He left Detroit at about noon when he heard the news, and he touched down in Buffalo in about 5:30, 6 o'clock. He made it just in time for the game. He was not able to make the warm-up, but he was able to make it in. He had a great first game, and he was complimenting how nice this team looks and how they're gonna how he thinks that they're gonna gel great together, and that he's just happy to be here. Essentially, is what he means. I'm just adding more to it, but he's happy to be here, which is good to see. Hopefully, he can help the younger guys. Get their poise up and be ready for a playoff run. So Ristolainen gets hurt. So one thing I talked about before my first files got destroyed was our first line. They are only getting 40 points right now, and for a team that I think should be getting hopefully 60 points, I was going to put that to the test, but obviously I lost the footage for that, so it's long gone. But I was hoping that this team, that doesn't help that Skinner gets hurt, but I was hoping that, hold up, Michael Dal Cole, what are you looking at right now? 73 depth forward. Are you playing in the NHL right now? You're playing in the AHL, and your contract's up. You know what? Let's take a risk on him. Let's take a risk on Michael Dal Cole, guys. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm hoping that this team could, the first line at least can gel, or not even gel, just come alive at some point and get the points that we expect them to. Jack Eichel getting paid $10 million a year for being a 90 overall. I hope he can get a 90-point season at some point. His best ever was 64, and that was in real life. Skinner, I hope he can get 35 goals or something at some point. And Reinhart, even a 75-point performance from him would be great. So moving onward, we're 45, 23, and 8. Hopefully we can. I think we have it in the playoffs in the bag. 4 games left. Alex Nylander gets hurt with a sore foot. I think we got this as long as we don't choke for some reason or get caught with some cheating. Lost to Toronto, Buffalo. Nylander's back, so we're gonna take Ellie out. A lot of sad people, I know. And we take 3 losses at the end. But we do take the first place, or second place, sorry. Look who we're up against. The Boston Bruins for the second year in a row. Yeah. So this is fun, guys. We're going to have a little rivalry going with the Boston Bruins. They beat us in 6 last year. They were the favorite. Obviously, we're the higher up team, so we're supposed to be the favorite this time. Putting that team to the first line to the test, though, Sam Reinhart, 56 points. Not 55. Like, this team, these guys should be at least getting 70 points a season. I think, guys, maybe we can go one more season of this. I mean, yeah, we have a good team, but if we can go, we got to try one more season of this. Because Kerfoot's a second liner, and he had 1 less point than Eichel. Skinner was hurt, yes, but Lee had more goals. I think what we should try, guys, is maybe move Skinner at some point. Not this year, obviously, not next year, but maybe the year after. If he can't get that 35-goal mark, is it possibly time? He'll only be 28 at that time, so we can still get a lot of value for him. With Eichel, though, we got to find a way to get him gelling. He is our franchise. I don't know what to say. Nothing else crazy to talk about. Let's check the Boston Bruins stats. So Marchand had 80. Pasternak had 78. Bergeron was hurt for most of the year. 45 points in 45 games. A point-creating player. But he was hurt for over half the season. So I wonder if he is still hurt. I don't think he's still hurt right now. I don't see a cancel sign or anything. But the first line had a good season. Krejci 65, DeBrusque. Kind of expecting this for most. Nothing crazy. Yeah, nothing crazy. Adam McQuaid back on the team. And I'm guessing Tuukka, Rask, and Yaroslav Halak. Yeah, same two. Rask had a 9.92 save percentage. Let's just check their line, see if Patrice Bergeron is hurt. I don't think he is, but he only played 45 games this year, which is interesting. No, but it's Andres Bjork hurt, but Marchand again. See, we can't, get crazy. I think Pasternak might be hurt though. I don't see him at all. Just take a quick look. No, Pasternak's not even playing, quote unquote. I say that because we had that in the Edmonton series, and they played it like Adam McQuaid, defenseman playing forward. I don't think so. And nothing crazy back here. I just want to see this guy. Thought he was just a steal at some point, but no. Okay, so let's just assume Bjork is playing and Marchand's on the first line. Coyle's down here where McQuaid is, and that's Pasternak on the first line. Let's just picture that, guys. And Raskin net, not a surprise. So that's what they're going with. I'll show you guys our lineup. So what we're clear with, so it's Skinner, Eichel, Reinhart. Should we move these guys around? Question mark for you guys. Should we maybe like do Skinner, Kerfoot, Pominville, and Lee, Eichel, Reinhart? Should we try that out? Like so, because he had more goals technically. But we'll leave it like that. You guys let me know what you think. We could obviously, I have no problem moving lines, but these are the lines that got us into the playoffs. These are the lines that got us second place. Pominville and Simmons and Nylander are guys we could all move around to that second line position. Obviously, it is Pominville there. Simmons listed as the third line, so maybe not. Nylander is listed as a second. Middlestat is now classified as a second line. The only problem is that we have Kerfoot. We love Kerfoot. But do we move Kerfoot? I don't want to move Kerfoot, but I don't want to ruin his development. He's only 21, so even like Middlestat, Thompson, obviously Palmville wouldn't be down there, but you know what I'm talking. You probably can see what I'm talking about. Is it's the kind of thing that like we move Middlestat and Kerfoot to play, put Thompson down here, and then move Nylander. Remember what I talked about at the beginning of the year of the series? We can move Nylander. He's got a lot of value now. We move him now, get a big return. So if they're like Nylander and Skinner together, get that first line right left wing. Hopefully get Eichel and Reinhart going. You guys think about it. We'll see what we can do. Defense: Dahlin, Ristolainen, Gardner, Montour, Stetcher, and Jan Ruta, as Scandella is still hurt. So besides that, Scandella, Ellie, and Upshall. Besides that, let's see one more thing. We got him, or I just go through the lines. We picked him up off waivers, Michael Dalcol. Let's just see what he did. That's the wrong button. Just want to see what he's at. Maybe we call him up. Fits in somewhere at some point. He's a 75, fourth line. So maybe, just maybe, he could fit in the like a call-ups position. I don't see our boy. There we go. Aiden Howe. I don't see why we don't play him. He played 4 games this year with 4 points. Good to see the development right there. I don't know why we don't play him, but hopefully he develops in 2 years at least. We can bring him up to the big squad. As for our other one, I don't see him either. Like Soderstrom comes in. How many games have you played? 40 games, and you only had 5 assists. Okay. But besides that, nothing crazy I haven't seen. And then goaltenders, Ukko-Pekka Lehkonen. Good season, 30 wins in 54 games, 922 save. Not bad. I'm hoping not next year, but the year after he is possibly even our starter. I mean, you take a look at Hutton. He is on 2 years left, so we're hoping by the end of Hutton's deal that Ukko-Pekka Lehkonen can come up and take that spot. Linus Ullmark will be the backup, as always, unless he chooses to leave or we just trade him away. But that's it for me, guys. I'm slowly dying right now. Take a quick look at the playoff tree, and then we'll call this an episode. So it's Winnipeg, Chicago, Nashville, St. Louis, Calgary, San Jose, Vancouver, LA, Carolina, New Jersey, Philly, Columbus, us, Boston, Pittsburgh, Toronto. So you guys let me know about any line changes we should make, anything different we should do against Boston, try and beat them for what happened last year. Besides that, you guys know what to do. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, leave a comment down below, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we will see you in round 1 of year number 2 against the Boston Bruins in round number 1. Take care, guys.